Damn, I really left y'all hanging and we ain't even at the time skip yet. I'd explain why I ain't upload, but I know y'all don't care. Let's not waste time. Let's jump right into the One Piece post-war arc.
This just in, the Paramount War is over and the Navy has defeated Whitebeard.
Bitch ass niggas taking credit for the GOAT's handiwork, but it is what it is. As the new era of pirates sets sail, the Navy will have to make changes as well, but fuck all that. Everybody know that Blackbeard is the key, the eye of the storm, the determinant of the new generation, the worst generation, baby. We getting slimy, grimy, we scamming niggas, ain't nobody safe. The fortune teller nigga is like, god damn, this nigga Luffy just won't die. Only the most devious of pirates realized, wait a minute, Whitebeard territory is up for grabs. It's time to ball up. So Boa pulls up, Luffy's alive. Ivankov is like, I'm surprised this motherfucker was even able to stand after all what happened to Impel Down. And that boy Ace still died. Ain't no justice in this world. And then he asks Law, are you Luffy's friend or something? Law hit him with that, nope, but if you want a reason I saved him, I can make one up. No thanks, don't care, bye bye. So Boa lets Luffy and Co heal up on her island since the government ain't gonna fuck with a warlord. Afro nigga whose name I'm not googling at the moment, oh wait a minute, Sengoku. Anyways, he gets the rundown of what happened to Impel Down and how Burakubeirdu broke niggas out of level 6 to assemble his crew. So Sengoku stressed, Dofi killing Gecko Moria, about time someone took this bozo off the map, rest in piss. 2 weeks pass and Luffy's awake. Bad news, he's thrashing about and screaming. He punching shit, headbutting rocks, having PTSD flashbacks, all that good shit. Jinbei shows up and before he can even say anything, Luffy cuts him off and tell that boy to shut that shit up. He already know he ain't dreaming. He know Ace is really dead. He just falls to his knees and starts crying, mourning the loss of his brother. Flashbang! Wait, no. Flashback time, pussy! So we go back in time and we see Garp throwing Luffy on Don Don's doorstep and says, raise a child or go to jail. Meanwhile, Ace hit Luffy with that hawk because the 10-year-old Ace had a whole lot of hate in his heart. Luffy looks around, you know, takes a gander at the people taking care of him, and he's like, to be honest, fuck bandits, y'all suck. He tried to be friends with Ace, and Ace decides to catch a body. Whoa! Getting a little murdery on the first day is common, but Ace was finna put that boy on a t-shirt. This cycle repeats for months. Ace leaves, Luffy follows him, Luffy almost dies. Our MC finally makes it to the other side of that forest to Great Terminal. All you need to know about Great Terminal is that motherfucker stank, and it's a lawless wasteland. We meet Sabo, Ace's friend, and they talk about being pirates, but ain't no one more excited to be a pirate than Luffy, and they wasn't having none of that. So the Hater twins tie him up to a tree and try to kill him. Jesus! So some big nigga pull up looking for Ace because he finessed them out their money, and somehow, some way, Luffy gets caught. All 3 of them were behind the bushes, and this nigga teleported into old buddy's hand. It doesn't make sense. This is outlandish. Boy is a horrendous liar, so they finna torture Ace's location out of him. Would I have lied for Ace? Fuck no. Time passes, the sun sets, Ace and Sabo moved all their treasure, and then they find out Luffy ain't snitch. Meanwhile, in the tool shed, hey boss, I think we should call it quits. You was punishing that kid. Shut your bitch ass up and look for Sabo. Mink, 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 mink. In light of the news that Luffy's a real nigga and won't rat on him, they finally go save him. They come in with the steel pipes, straight WWE type shit. They mink that motherfucker. Back in the forest, Ace is pissed. Man's like, why the fuck ain't you snitch? Why you wanna be my friend so bad? Luffy tell him he ain't got nobody else and he ain't rocking with bandits. He'd rather be with Ace than be alone. Ace lost this war, man was like, fuck. Someone actually needs me. So now the 3 go back to Don Don and live together, cause problems, the usual kid shit. And Don Don reading about how the celestial dragons pussies are coming to the kingdom. We adjust our ocular nerves back to Great Terminal and see that there's actually a whole other side to that motherfucker. It is literally a gated community, and you think, okay, this is where the rich people live. Think again, Billy. This is where the hoodlums and crooks live. You need to look even higher to see where the rich people live. Dead smack in the center with gigantic walls to keep their trash and people they consider trash on the other side. My voice cracked there, but I ain't finna re-record it. So while the gang is in town, someone recognizes Sabo and tells them to come home. Luffy and Ace weren't having no secrets around here, so Sabo hits us with the unseen. This is some shit not even Naruto would hit you with, bro. He hit the flashback within the flashback. This nigga Oda is nasty. So we learned Sabo was an aristocrat and his parents didn't give a fuck about him. Luffy and Ace hit that nigga with the soul as if they didn't ask. These boys were cooning before they even hit puberty. After yelling their pirate dreams atop of a cliff, they share a toast and become brothers. Anyway, Sabo dad spin the block with some pirates and take Sabo back home. And Luffy and Ace start working for the pirate, or you know, they die. So back at Sabo's house, they've basically replaced him with another child. And Sabo learns that they're finna burn Great Terminal and everyone that lives there to the ground. Why, you may ask? Remember when I said the Celestial Dragons were coming? Yeah, they want to impress them, and their solution was genocide. The pirates that Luffy and Ace are working for are in on it too. They're making them plant oil all over Great Terminal so it burns nice and good. The craziest part is that every single aristocrat knows about it and doesn't give a fuck. Oda was cooking here. Rich niggas don't care about you. Get off your knees. You'll never be the 1%. So Sabo did the race and kaboom! Everything burning, everything smoking. Blue Jam and the rest of his crew thought like a motherfucker. They really thought that them rich niggas was finna let them live. Sabo tries to run to his brother. He get hit with that kablammer, and a mysterious figure walk up on him like, damn, you alright, little man? Sabo crying, please help, I hate these rich niggas. We look at old dude face and it's Luffy's dad, Dragon. Had to remind you because this nigga shows up once every 500 chapters. You might have forgot he existed. After realizing rich people ain't shit, Blue Jam find Luffy and Ace and is finna rob them of their treasure. Luffy gets got, Ace hits him with the Conqueror's Haki, and Grape Jelly finna kill Ace, but W caretaker Don pulls up and saves the boy. Ace is a goon and says, no, running isn't in my ninja way. So Don is like, alright nigga, damn, I'll stay with Ace, make sure he don't die, take Luffy and run. Ivankov hit the mean wink and opens up a path to Dragon's ship that the people get on. Ace and Double D don't come back, and Luffy is bedridden with injuries. Sabo's back home and he's like, fuck this shit, and on the day of the ceremony he gets on a boat and sets sail. That adventure is short-lived because he gets hit with that 1-2 blam boom and our boy is gone. But hey, Ace and W are back, so that's good news. And Ace explains that he didn't run from Blueberry because Luffy was behind him and he wasn't gonna risk losing him. We also get some Roger lore, but TLDR is just saying Ace is exactly like him. And the news that Sabo got clapped up and packed up came in. Luffy's crying, Ace is angry. The reactions you would expect. Don Noodles put that nigga Ace on the floor, telling him if he want to think about throwing his life away, he better be as big and strong as his father before he even think. And Sabo wrote a letter to Ace that I could summarize as fuck this rich nigga life, I'll see y'all boys on the sea, take care of Luffy for me. Luffy saying he want to get stronger so he can protect everybody and begs Ace not to die on him. Ace is like, boy, you dumb as fuck, I'm never dying, never ever, I promise. Well damn Ace, you ain't make too good on that promise. Yeah, I said it, yeah, I'ma keep saying it too. Ace is dumb as fuck. He threw his life away because Sakubaku was talking shiesty on Whitebeard. Boo me all you want, I'm right. This bitch getting a little too long story short. Training, growing. Ace hits 17 first and leaves. He thanks Don Levy for everything. Luffy grows up, learns the Gum pistol, thanks Dan Bull and dips. Now that the flashback is over, we jump back to the present. Garp pull up to Luffy's hometown and Don the Dawn smack fire to that nigga because she is pissed. They were right in front of you. They were your fucking family, Garp. Why didn't you save Ace? Makino is like, chill gang, don't you see Garp is hurting the most? Don Flamingo, wait, nope, that's an actual character. Don is like, wrong. Luffy's hurting the most. Don't you know how much he looked up to Ace? I don't care what kind of pirate he becomes, I'll be on his side always. We go back to Marineford and Shanks help Whitebeard Pirate set up a burial for Whitebeard and Ace. Shanks says some powerful words that I need you to take to heart. It's okay to cry, just overcome it. Jinbei trying to talk sense into Luffy and he ain't hearing none of that shit. Jinbei gets fed up with this man, tells him to stop dwelling on what he lost because the regret and guilt will consume him. He needs to accept that things lost are gone forever and he needs to remember what he has. He looks down at his hands, the tears started flowing. He still has his crew. After all that sad shit, we see this nigga Rayleigh swam, let me emphasize, from Saboti all the way to Amazon Lily, and he was like, oh yeah, I know Luffy on this island. Jinbei shook to his core. Nah, is that really the Dark King Rayleigh? This is insane. Old OG gave Luffy his hat, and the girls already know big Rayleigh. What can I say? Roger's crew wasn't nothing to fuck with, baby. Rayleigh knew Luffy was on Amazon Lily because Kuma told him back in Saboti. He wanted to help the Straw Hats before he fully lost consciousness, and Rayleigh is like, alright, now look, I know you want to go back to Saboti, but you gotta remember what happened last time you were there. You gotta get stronger. Only new info we get on the crew that really matters is that the island Zoro is on is where Mihawk lives. So yeah, that nigga's getting trained by him. Who could have seen it coming? Luffy's in the newspaper and people are like, nah, what is this motherfucker doing? Crocodile thinks it's a challenge because this man is so narcissistic. Ain't have nothing to do with this man, and he inserted himself into the conversation. Sengoku steps down from being admiral, and Garp also basically retired. Luffy pulled up on Marineford, rang the bell 16 times, and posed for a pit. 8 rings for the past, 8 rings for the future. He rang that thing 16 times to state that a new era has begun, and it's his era. It was also a message to the rest of his crew. Meet back in Sabo in 2 years, not 3 days. Rayleigh takes Luffy to a dangerous island to train him for 2 years, and he formally explains Haki to the audience. Something I already went over in Amazon Lily, so if you care that much, go watch it. Luffy says it's time to take a break from being a pirate, and in doing so, leaves the hat Shanks gave him in a safe place, never forgetting the promise those two share. That's the end of the post-war arc. This video was longer than I intended it to be, but these 17 chapters, there was a lot to talk about. And if you thought this shit was long, Fishman Island and Dressrosa finna kick y'all ass. Hope y'all enjoyed this ignorant review of One Piece. Next time we meet, we'll officially be in the time skip. That's all from your boy Demi Darko, and I'll see y'all niggas next time. Peace.